Hey guys, it's Erika. We are going to be checking out ITZY's Born to Be dance practice. I was not expecting this for the next day, okay? But, so excited. Yeah, I feel like I need, a dance practice to break down the choreography. Performance video, or no, it's a music video. Excuse them, moi. Oh my god. But it was essentially performance. It was choreo, you know. It's flashy. I'm paying attention to the outfits, the lighting, the transitions, the camera angle, the everything. I need a dance practice to fully better evaluate a choreography. It's just how I operate personally. So I'm happy that they dropped a dance practice so soon so we can eat it up, because that's what we're gonna do, so the girls can also eat as well. I can already see we're in 1 million studio. That's where most ITZY, that's where a lot of ITZY dance practices are, but also it's like the biggest studio, so it makes sense. Tons of dancers, big stage, big performance, epicness over here, so yes, excited, you know what, let go. We're gonna break down this choreography as best we can. Nice. Flower reveals go crazy. Okay, hairography, girl. And I kind of do like how the dancers have their hair up, so the girls' hairography pops out even more. Whew. Nice. Okay, clean. Okay, lines. Okay, shapes. Okay. Nice. Nice on the floor. Oh, legs. Hello. It's yeah, the dancers, it's a very interesting thing. They're kind of mainly serving like the energy, the feel, but also like, yo, the way they hit that be crazy. Hit it, hit it, hit it! Okay, camera change. Back. The crown moment gives me everything. Ah! Sorry. Girl! See, they didn't show that in the music video, and I needed that. Oh my god. Oh! Girl, I didn't even know Chinyo was in there! Yeah, I really like how they incorporate the girls throughout. Pretty. Perfect. Yeah, it's just, there's kind of a lot happening. So my eye kind of doesn't know where to focus, but it's kind of the point of it. Even when a bunch of dancers left, the energy is still there. Ooh, hit it. Again, see that hair, how that hairography be hairography. The slight dance ASMR there is everything. Okay, the clock ticking thing the dancers are doing is crazy. Take your seat, queens. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. Okay, where do we start? Let's start with the dancers. The dancers are really killing it, but it's like, okay, so a lot of times they bring that mass amount of dancers and it's kind of like to just fill space, but it's not though, if that makes sense. Like, they are like filling space, creating all this energy, but kind of what they're doing is almost always different from what the girls are doing. So in a way, it runs the risk of being too messy and not knowing where to look. But this choreography doesn't do that, which is what I like about it. It's like, it's kind of, you can really appreciate what the dancers are doing. And also what like the girls are doing as well. And you could definitely see, I like kind of how sometimes how separate the girls feel from the dancers to kind of show they can really hold it on their own, and if you just kind of take them out, I feel like the choreography can just work with just them, you know what I mean, just the 4 of them. But I love what the dancers are doing and what they add to the dynamic and to the space, and yeah, essentially their dynamics that they are adding to the choreography and how they fill the space and sort of like what they're doing. I also like how the girls are more kind of incorporated in the choreography with what the dancers are doing versus the dancers kind of just filling this massive amount of space that I feel like we get when you do see a lot of groups that do this sort of big scale performance. A lot of times the dancers are just doing the dynamic thing or doing the same moves as them, and they're kind of like, the group always feels separate from what the dancers are doing, you know what I mean? Not that that's like a bad thing, but kind of seeing the girls slightly more incorporated in there, like with Chaeyoung, when she was kind of in, like when they were doing like their curve sort of formation and she was there at the bottom. Didn't expect that, the way they sort of incorporate them in the first verse, where I forgot who it was solo, but the girls kind of split off to the side, and how they were still kind of a part of the formation, a part of the performance. With that, you don't see that a whole lot, because I feel like most of the time, especially big scale epic performances like this, it does tend to just leave them being kind of separate. But again, it's weird, it's an interesting... It's not like a contrast though, because again, I like how the girls are incorporated within the choreography with the dancers, but also sometimes they feel so separate from it. But maybe that's the point, you know, it's kind of like it works both ways and one, and it really does. And again, I think it helps, because like when you do have dancers, you don't, if you're an artist and you're dancing, and you have, okay, if you are a dancer for an artist, you don't want to take away from what the artist is doing. Like my eyes are kind of like all on ITZY, but at the same time I kind of want to see everything else that's happening, so my eyes are doing a little bit of gymnastics. And again, it kind of rides the line perfectly to where it's not being too much where it feels overwhelming, to where like I can't pay attention. Like if I'm watching the dancers, I won't be, I'll miss ITZY. Like the way it's choreographed, I feel like I can really catch most of everything that's happening, you know what I mean? It doesn't run the risk of being too overwhelming, so I really appreciate it for that it's not, there's not so much chaos and so much happening that is so different between what ITZY's doing and the dancers that I can't pay attention, you know what I mean? Where my eyes don't know where to look. It like, I feel like rides that line perfectly, so I really appreciate it for that. It does feel epic, it does feel big, it does feel grand in terms of performance. The girls really kill it, and again, I think it's smart putting the girls in. It's interesting, right? Because most of the time you put the dancers in black and maybe the artists in other clothes, so they pop, but they put the dancers in white tops and they put the girls in black, so they pop, but just the color switch is very interesting for that. But I think they do also having the dancers put their hair up, so my girls can really slay that hairography, and it really kind of shows when ITZY is doing the hairography. I can appreciate that as well, because again, the dancers are adding space, they're adding so much to the performance, but you don't want to be taking away from the artist, essentially, you know what I mean? But I think it's great choreography. You can definitely see how the choreography can just work with the 4 of them, and I really appreciate it because of that, that it, like how much the dancers are adding to it, but then also we can work with the girls. And so again, there's like, it's interesting because I'm like, I feel like these are most of the times when we come across some very contrasting things, but they're kind of very complementary here. So yeah, so I like how it's a big epic scale performance that you can clearly see here. But again, it's kind of very different than I feel like other groups that have done bigger scale performances, that, you know, the focus can be on, it's on like ITZY, but it's also on the performance as like a whole, especially with the camera work that they did for the music video. It really kind of made it inclusive for the entire performance, kind of versus like if I had to give examples for contrast, not really comparing, not saying that the other one is like bad or like whatever, it's just they're kind of very different sort of things in terms of big epic scale performance. Kiss of Life's comeback, when they had all the dancers and the boxing ring sort of thing, it's like they're using the dancer, you can look at that choreography in this one and see how kind of differently they use the dancers, and how the girls are very kind of just how like, and that's a great example because there's 4 and 4, but maybe not a good example because they're very different, but you can definitely look at the choreography and note the like differences. And again, it's not saying that one is better than the other. It's kind of just being like, here are examples where both really work, but they're kind of doing very different things with how they're using the dancers. Now they're complementing the members themselves, you know what I mean? Or you can even look at like 17's what is the English name of it? I can only think of the, you know which one, you know the comeback. What is the name of the song? Oh my god, because I can only think of the Songgokong. 17 LMAO Super and their stage and how they shot their performance. Like, it would go wide to show the epic grand scale of it, but so much emphasis is still on the members and 17 themselves, you know what I mean? So I feel like ITZY kind of really does have like a good balance between it all when it's coming to this choreography. And again, this is who they were born to be. Big epic scale performers, and I love to see it. They really shine in this way, and it's really nice to see them shine in this way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like ITZY deserves it. And again, there's not a whole lot. I feel like especially when you're talking about big epic scale performances, it's kind of mainly stuff we've seen from boy groups. Again, 17, Stray Kids, I just thought of another one and it left my brain. Oh, ITZY. You know, these groups known for their big epic scale performances and comebacks. It really seems like this is that for ITZY, and I love to see it. And it's really, really dope, and it's awesome to see. Because it's about time. It's about time. But I think the choreography is amazing. Everybody's really clean. I mean, you kind of have to be. If somebody's off, you're kind of going to be able to see it in a big group like that, especially if everybody else is really clean. So yeah, really killed it. Ate the choreography down, hit the grooves, the lines were crazy. Everybody was fantastic in it, and everybody's got to be able to pull it off too as well. So I really enjoyed it. I love seeing a girl group do this type of big epic stage performance, and I'm so happy that it is ITZY. So yes, go to put your thoughts and comments down below what you thought about ITZY's Born to Be dance practice. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or in the description down below or at the end screen. If you like gaming content, I have a gaming channel. It's called Erika Just Games. Links in the description down below. Currently playing Horizon Zero Dawn, so if you could join me over there for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.